Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' Bass TV. Today we're going to be giving you guys an inside look at the bait company, show you guys how we make the baits, why we chose the designs that we did, give you a sneak peek of some of the baits we're going to be adding to the lineup before the end of the year, and last but not least, at the end of the video, we're going to show you guys how to get entered into our big giveaway drawing, which we're going to be picking the 5 winners for next week. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, and let's go. Alright guys, so back in February, we officially launched the bait company. We've had a ton of support so far, which I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys pretty much getting those orders in from day one. We've had a lot of fun creating custom colors like our camo that's been extremely popular. Our smallmouth fishermen up north have been loving the results they're seeing from the chub grub. And we've had the chance to do some fun, challenging jobs like this color match and these detailed hand-poured swim baits like this perch and this injured baby bass. Not only do they look great, but even with the particularly cold start we've had to spring here in Colorado, we've gone out for our first couple of pre-spawn videos, and in tough conditions when nothing else really seemed to be getting it done, it seemed like we could tie on any of our plastics and they would produce for us. With the launch of the bait company came a ton of questions though, so today we're going to try to address the most commonly asked of those questions, starting with number one: how are the baits made? Now, it's a relatively simple process. Starts off with a product called Plastisol, which is essentially a liquid form of plastic with different resins and hardening agents in it that needs to be cooked to a certain temperature before it will harden and cure to the final product. So we're going to start off by putting a cup of that Plastisol into our vacuum chamber, which helps us eliminate the chance of there being any excess moisture or air getting into our blend. And even though we don't necessarily need to do this with dead-on plastics because it pretty much arrives from the factory free of any excess moisture or air, it's a good idea to be sure. So from there, we're going to go ahead and cook it up to about 360 degrees, and then we can go ahead and start to add our pigments. Once we've got the color where we want it, we add some of our high heat resistant flake, and just like that, we've got one of the most popular colors in the fishing world, watermelon red flake. We'll go ahead and draw that up into our injector, head over to our kick and craw and our kick and stick mold that we have ready for us. Make sure that we fill those up, holding enough pressure after each to ensure that each of the cavities fills completely, and afterwards we'll even top it off with a little extra plastic because they do tend to drink a little as they cool. Once the molds are cooled, you can go ahead and remove the baits from the molds, and after a 24-hour curing process, we can go ahead and add our scents to it, bag them up, and you're left with a pretty amazing final product. Next up, and easily the most expensive aspect of getting into the bait making game, and that's buying your molds. We've had a lot of people ask why we chose to go the CNC route. Easy, because we wanted to make the best baits that we could, and the best way to do that was to start with quality Plastisol and the best quality molds available to us. So not only do the CNC aluminum molds hold up to higher heat, allowing us more flexibility, and in the long run allowing us to get more creative, especially with our hand pours, but they last longer. This thing's not going to dull out in my lifetime, so I'm going to be able to pour thousands of baits, and I can do super detailed multicolored layered pours like this perch, and they're going to have that high sheen glossy finish, unlike the finish you see from artificial stone or sandcast. Another question we get asked quite a bit is what type of plastic we use. Now, we started by using a couple of different brands. We've since decided to stick with just using dead-on plastics from here on out because they're 100% phthalate free. And when we get a shipment of plastic from these guys, they arrive, whether it's a 1 gallon or a 5 gallon bucket, virtually free of any bubbles or moisture. You will notice a difference in quality in the final product because when they cure up clearer than any other plastic, which is a vital part of not only getting your colors to come through truer, but eliminating yellowing in clear parts like that craw. So we definitely rely heavily on dead-on plastics, not only for our Plastisol, but in our color game department as well. For everything else, we've got the tried and true stuff from Lure Works, and that's how we get our awesome laminates, pearl blends, and things like our Sungill custom colored dead ringer that matches our favorite swim jig. And that'll pretty much cover at least the production side of everything here at Kickin' Bass Custom Baits. Of course, we've got our dual 10-ounce injector and our heat griddle, which plays a pivotal role in heating the molds. So for those of you that have been wondering how to get your hands on the baits, the best way is to contact us on Instagram at KickinBass_custom baits or at Facebook.com/KickinBassCustomBaits. But we do have an announcement. We have our first official physical location in Colorado at the Brass Armadillo on I-70 between Kipling and Ward Road, where you guys can pick your baits up in person. Super easy to find. Walk in the front door. You're going to take a right on the second aisle of glass cases and look for case marked number 154. That's where we're going to have our baits for you to pick up in person from now on. Super convenient location right off the highway, whether you're heading in or out of town for your fishing trip, you can stop by and pick up a quick pack of baits. And we're gonna have a variety of different things from our packs in custom and some of the most popular colors. We'll have, of course, as you can see, a bunch of hand poured swim baits, and anything else you don't see there, you can always contact me via phone or text at 720-301-3999 or at kickinbasscustombaits@gmail.com. And before we let you go, this is going to be the last chance for you guys to enter our giveaway drawing, which we'll be picking the 5 winners for sometime next week. So head to the video link in the description down below. Look for this video, leave us a comment on that video, and you'll be good to go. So if you're looking for some quality baits, guaranteed to help increase your success rate out on the water, you're looking to create some custom colors, maybe just color match an existing brand in a different style, hit us up at Kickin' Bass Custom Baits. We've got a bunch of tools at our disposal, and we've got the ability to make any color you can pretty much think of come to life. So until next time, guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. That's the best way to show your support for the channel, and leave us a comment down below if you have any questions about the video today or any of our baits, and I'll be happy to get right back to you. So till next time, guys, I'm D with Kickin' Bass TV.
Subscribe.